Hi! Today we are preparing alfajores. Alfajores are cookies very popular in Latin America. Alfajores are made with a cornstarch and are filled with dulce de leche. To make the alfajores, we will need 2.5 cups of cornstarch, 1 cup plus 2/3 cup of the flour. I am using today oat flour. You will need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 200 grams of melted butter. We will need 1 tablespoon of the vanilla, 3/4 cup of sugar. I am using brown sugar today. You will need 3 egg yolks, some coconut, sweet coconut, and 1 can of condensed milk. To prepare the dulce de leche, you will need to put your can of condensed milk in boiling water for 2 hours. And you have to cover the can and put to boil for 2 hours. After you boil your condensed milk for 2 hours and let it cool down, this is how will look the condensed milk. Now it's like a little bit brown and it's hard. Now you take your dulce de leche and put in a container. Before you do anything, you need to preheat your oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. To start, you need to mix the cornstarch, your flour, and the baking powder. Cornstarch, your flour, and the baking powder. Now we need to mix the melted butter, the sugar, the vanilla. At the end we mix everything together and we add the egg yolk one by one. Sugar, the vanilla, the melted butter, and we mix. Now we put together the flour and then mix with the melted butter. We start adding the egg yolk one by one. Now we need to knead the dough. If you see that it's a little bit dry, you can add a little bit of water. Now that the cookie dough is ready, we need to roll out the dough until it's like 1 centimeter thick. And now we proceed to cut in small circles. I am using this to make the circle. Now we take our cookies and we put on the baking sheet. You don't need to add butter or any oil. Now you take your cookies and you put inside the oven that you preheat at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and you keep inside the oven around 15 minutes. Doesn't need to be brown, have to be like not very well cooked. After the 15 minutes, you take your cookies from the oven and let it cool down. To prepare the alfajores, you take one of the cookies and fill it with the dulce de leche. You take another one and put together, and then put around more dulce de leche all around the cookie. Now you take your cookie with the dulce de leche and put on the coconut. And your alfajor is ready.